Welcome to the Northeast Kingdom Voice. I'm your host, Scott Wheeler. Today's guests are Derby's version of Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus, Yvonne and Jean Tessier. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having us.
You know, I gotta say it's great. You've been on the show a number of times on a number of topics, but this is the first time your wife has been on, because everybody knows behind every man is a good woman. And I'm glad you came on, because I suspect the topic we're talking about is as near and dear to your heart as it is to Jean's. We're talking about the light display, the Santa world you put on up on Salem View Heights. So tell me, how did that display get started?
Well, my mother was a really big Christmas person. She used to like to decorate everything. And so I started doing a little bit here and there, you know, and every year we got a little more. Then Yvonne started helping me, so we put in even more. So instead of me just making up my own mind how to do it, I got somebody else I can add. No, she said, that ain't going to work.
Right.
So,
right.
So, you know, so, and, you know, and I always loved Christmas, you know, and decorate. I used to decorate my bus, you know, for the kids. And just like, you know, it puts a smile on people's faces.
Right. So, Yvonne, what do you think about this? Did you expect that? Well, how many years have you been doing? The two of you been doing this?
I only started after mainly I retired to help him. I did before, but not like now, because now it's up to 400 hours that we put in out there.
Wow.
I know, and it gets long days and hard work, but I kind of like it. If we can go yard sailing and find good treasures to put out there, we can, you know, add them into our display. So I kind of like it.
Oh, so you go yard sailing for such?
For a lot of our stuff we do.
Right. You know, in my family, my father loved to decorate for Christmas, and 2 out of 3 of us boys love to decorate for Christmas, and I'm the one who doesn't. Well, here's the deal, though. Well, fortunately, Penny, you knew Penny, my late wife. She liked to decorate to a degree, but we were more or less on the same page. I would just soon put the Christmas tree in one day and take it out the next, but she made me keep it in longer. Well, I got paid back this time when I remarried. Nens, the Filipino culture. I don't know if you want to follow them with your light display. The Christmas season begins on September 1st. And it's September 1st, and it's a slow progression. Like by October, the country's pretty well lit up with Christmas trees. So if you do it Filipino way, you'll be starting your lights up in September or October.
Well, we start putting them up when I get back from my trip from Indiana at the end of August. So we start September 1st putting it up.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't like getting cold fingers.
Right. Oh, yeah. I will say my daughter in Marquette, Michigan, she and her husband, they put on a great display. Well, I have to change the topic. You mentioned when you get back from Indiana, that's your annual Vietnam veteran event.
Yes.
Yep. That's always a good time, is it?
Yes, it is.
Right. So, Yvonne, he mentioned his mother loved to decorate. Did your family decorate for Christmas?
We really didn't. My mother always had the Christmas villages that she put inside, but we didn't. And I was not a Christmas person. I'm like you. I would put my tree in one day and take it out the next if it was up to me.
Right.
But now we decorate inside the house as early too. So the lights are on with November 13th when everything goes on.
Right. Now, I know Jean grew up here. Did you grow up here?
Yes, I did, right in Derby.
Right. So, I think back to being a kid. You're getting old when you talk about back in my day. But do you remember people decorated a lot more? One town that really sticks out that it once had so much pride in their Christmas is Charleston. That the whole village was lit up. And Curtis Bridge Funeral Home used to put on a huge display, but people don't seem to do so much anymore.
Well, your brother does a nice display down there in New Orleans.
Oh, I know. He has his I think it's a friendly competition with his friend next door.
Yes, that's right.
They look very good, very professional.
Yeah.
I didn't know who it was there, and your brother told me who lived there. He said, "No, it's brother Kevin."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh my goodness."
I do admit that I've had up our Christmas tree for 2 or 3 weeks here, and Nens took just a simple artificial tree and turned it into a masterpiece. But and slowly with every day she will work out from the tree and decorate a lot more. But yeah. So what did you? I know Gene. He used to drive bus, and he also makes a zillion picnic tables, especially during COVID.
Yeah, and she's my bandsaw operator too.
Oh, are you? So
yeah.
What did you do for a living, Yvonne?
I never went to work until my youngest was in junior high, and I went to the B&B in Barton, and I was there for 30 years because I don't like changes. So I stayed right there.
The what? The B&B?
Yes, it was a discount store.
Right across from the Harper Boys.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So what year did you start this, Gene?
I think it was in the 80s. Decorated. Yes, small. I used to have a Santa sleigh up on the roof, and around the windows a few. And then each year it just kept adding, And I used to watch those Christmas shows before Christmas, get all kinds of ideas, And
okay, I've seen some of those shows too, and occasionally it shows somebody being electrocuted.
Yeah.
And has anything like that happened to you?
Well, no, I got a meter that I check my power and it's overload. So I upgraded this year to 200 amp, so my lights wouldn't flicker so much.
They didn't bother us, but when the kids came and saw the lights flicker in the house, it would drive them nuts. And so we
were used to it.
Yeah. So you talk about your lights flickering. Do you use enough electricity where you make the neighbors' lights flicker?
Well, I don't know. Gaborio used to say he used to see them flicker, but I don't think it flickered his.
Yeah.
But, we got like 28,000 lights, So it kind of pulls the juice a little bit.
So like last year, on an average electrical bill before the lights went on, what was your electrical bill then?
What was it? I can't.
Before we start the lights?
Before you turn on the lights.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute because we have sunroof.
So we got solar panels that really helps us.
It probably was around 150.
And what about when the lights come on?
It's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
You're like what? Is it several hundred or
more than that?
Oh yeah.
But it's okay.
We usually have like credit from that solar panel and that usually paid it pretty good.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you what we did this year, Scott, that I like the best.
Yeah.
We've been putting up artificial trees, but
Right.
this year we put up 13 outdoors. And our grandson's mom, she was 52 and she passed away last year. And when we went through her stuff, Ethan said, "Do you want her Christmas tree?" And I said, "Yes, I do." So we decorated her tree, or Ethan and his family did. And Gene decorated a tree for all of his veterans friends. And then we told everybody on Facebook if they wanted to come and decorate a tree to come and decorate. So we got 3 left, or 2 that haven't been decorated yet. But people seem to really like that.
Right. So how many people do you think go by or visit your display?
Christmas Eve, we get together on Christmas Eve. Last year, we had our dinner, and then we said we'd go out about 8 o'clock and walk around while we were just like in Central Station. We couldn't walk around without getting behind people. And the traffic was lined up on both sides of the road, and everyone comes Christmas Eve to see the lights.
But they come all from now on until we shut off.
Yeah. There's some that go by every day and stop and walk around and then come back the next day.
How do they? Is the town and your neighbors pretty supportive of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. If they ain't, oh well.
We did get new neighbors last year. I got to tell you this: Val and Lorraine Whipple.
Yeah.
And of course, we're all getting of age now, but they have really helped out quite a bit. It's amazing because she has a lot of good ideas, and he is a go-getter. So they came and helped us take down this year, and how nice that was.
Well, we run after Christmas. There wasn't hardly any snow, and she said, "Let's take them down now." And I said, "No, I'm going to wait till after New Year's." Well, we ended up getting that 12, 15 inches of snow. So we took them down in the snow. So this year, I think I'll listen.
How long does it take you to from beginning to end, as in getting it set up?
300 to 400 hours.
Woo! Do you think
and
people
about 5,000 to 6,000 steps a day a piece?
On our phone, our steps would tell us how many steps we took.
Do you think people are going to be surprised listening to this about how long it takes? Because I think people look at it and they love it, but I don't think people understand. Like, when people do, a lot of times we don't know the work that goes into a lot of things. And that, hey, where do you store it all?
Oh boy, I got some in my shop, some in the garage. We got I've got a little shed out back, 10 by 10. It should be 10 by 20.
So besides the Whipples, do you have other people who help you?
No, not really. If we're desperate, the kids will come and do what we need help with. But no, nobody's really that involved in it but us.
A couple of years ago, I was in the hospital, my lungs collapsed. We had the kids come over, but I'm pretty fussy with stuff, how I'll connect stuff. And they say, "Dad, don't call us again."
Well, do you find one that knows how to hook up all the electrical cords? It's a mess out there. And I wouldn't even have a clue how to do
425 extension cords.
Ooh. Do you have to have the electrical department do anything different, or is this just something they can handle?
Yeah. Like I say, this year I upped it to 200 amps.
Right.
So I didn't need to, but my grandson's electrician, he said you should.
Right. So at what point did you realize that, we're gonna grow from just this happy little family thing, just where it's just you folks putting on a little display? And when then you decided, oh, let's make this a huge community thing. When did that occur?
For the trees,
Yeah, for
for
everything.
everything, it just, I don't know, it just,
kept adding on.
Yeah,
I always said this is enough, but every year, because when I see something at a yard sale and I think, oh my gosh, that would work good,
Yeah.
we just pick it up and go. I was worse than he was at the end. But now I'm saying we can't get any bigger. We got to cut back. And I'm not going to win.
Right. So Tommy, you're talking about your kids, and do they like what you do, or do they think you're whacked?
Oh, a little of both.
yeah.
A little of both, because they all laugh when we're out there and it's 99 degrees and we're putting up our Christmas stuff.
We
I
got
had no
warm
idea.
weather this year. We had nice warm weather this year.
I had no idea that you started putting up that early. So
Yeah.
yeah. What do you have planned for the future for it?
I don't know, day by day.
David? And you also have music, if I recall, right?
Yeah, music goes with the lights when they flash. I got 5 different boxes with the same music, but only one. Got one that's turned up. I put it on an amplifier, makes it come out a little louder on the speakers.
So I know when there's I don't know how the I know there's lighting contests, and I don't know if they're still the same, but you typically win at least one category, don't you?
Yes, we have one before.
Yeah, and I ain't out to
compete.
to compete with anybody. I could care less about that.
Right.
But we enjoy going to look at other
Yeah.
people's.
Right.
Yeah.
Nicole Johnson.
Yeah, I was going to say they
Yeah.
put on one vastly different than yours.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
They do a good job.
No, I was going to say that they put on a really good display.
Yeah.
Nothing like the monstrous one you have, but
Right.
they do a very nice job.
Yeah.
But Scott, when you go by somebody's house with just 2 reindeer and a tree decorated, that's beautiful. I love that. I'd be happy with that.
You know what Penny used to like? Is the houses that had a single candle, white candle. She just loved the looks of these big old houses like ours.
With all them windows.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, I don't know, maybe it'll kick in sometime, that maybe I'll begin loving to decorate for Christmas. I've been married, I was married to Penny for almost 40 years, and the general rule was leave the tree alone. I'll do it. And so now I've been married for a few months, and the general rule is leave the tree alone. I'll do it. So I've been married to 2 women who love to decorate trees. So I've never had to worry about it. I've never had a tree in this long. And Penny used to want our tree taken up a day or so after New Year's. Now her mother, who was quite a rig, as you probably remember, Ruthie, I think she kept her tree well into February. Now I would have a hard time with that.
No, I'm ready to let my tree go down. And I do. Gene puts up 58 little village houses in my living room. He's built a stand for them. He puts them up, but he does not decorate my tree. No, the tree's mine.
Oh, okay. Hey, Gene, I know you've been on the show before with now the late Winston Carbonneau, who you and him were dressed up as Santa's helpers. Do you do any more dressing up now?
No. Like I say, when I first started getting pretty big, I used to dress up as Santa and stand behind the big snowman I had. When the car drove by, I would jump out and wave to them.
Right.
And it would slam on their brakes. I couldn't believe it. It was too cold. I'm getting too old to be standing out there.
Right.
Who knows when the next car is going to come?
Right. Well,
I don't do it anymore. No.
Yeah, for a while, but no, I've been up there, and you have bumper to bumper traffic there sometimes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, especially after they have their light parade in Newport,
Right.
when they have I don't know what they call it, but after that they all come up here, and Jesus, a lot of traffic.
I can't recall. Is that a loop up there, or do people have to turn around?
Yeah, they can go right around because there's some houses out behind us. But my two neighbors say they have 40 to 50 cars a night turn around in their yards.
Right.
You
Now,
know,
has any neighbors joined you and started decorating themselves, or?
no, they just decorate their own. You know,
A little bit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Have they joined in and decorated their own properties because they've seen what you've done?
but they always, yeah, they do. There's a couple of them that do. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when you were talking Derby, I remember years ago, Derby used to be a lot of people used to decorate on Main Street, a lot. Now there's some that had their lights on before me this year.
Right.
I told her, I said, man, it's only the 1st of November and they already got their lights on. I got to turn mine on earlier, but I always wait till after Veterans Day.
Yeah. I think my daughter, because their display isn't like yours, anything like it. It's a very nice home display, and they've been working on it. And I think they wait. Is it December 1st or is it after Thanksgiving? They light it up, and they're very well. Their house is very well known, so as an in Marquette. So, is this
You can walk around mine. I got archway all the way around the house.
Right.
So in the springtime, when the snow's all gone, you can see it's just like a cow path.
Oh yeah.
Where everybody walked around.
So what is going to be different this year?
I got a 8-foot Santa that I made, and
the Christmas trees.
And the Christmas trees.
Right.
Guess his lights are up. Yep. Tessiers. There's lots of new ones this year. If you haven't ever checked this out, you really need to. They do a really awesome job. And don't forget their memory trees. If you want to put up a decoration, remembrance of somebody, they have trees for that. The countdown. 42 days until Christmas. All the way back in the house. Come see the show.
Do you know? I know you've attracted also some media attention. Is it only local media, or has Channel 3 or anybody picked up on it? Because you have to be one of the large. You're probably not the largest in the state, but you must be
No,
one of the bigger ones.
I was on Super Senior. He came.
And he was here during Christmas time and walked through it.
And he went with me on my school bus and did the walk around. And then Todd came up with Danielle one night and did a thing on his show.
For some reason, I seem to recall, I think I directed Super Senior people to you. I think I did. You ever think how?
Yeah.
I think you did too.
Yeah.
What a nice guy he is.
Oh, he is. He is. He's, and you can tell that he doesn't do it just for a job. You can tell he loves his job.
Yeah.
You talk about super seniors. Do you ever even wonder how you got into that category? As in, like, do you feel like, oh wait, how I'm not a senior? And he's like, oh yeah, I am.
We do say a lot. How did we get to be our age
so fast?
Well, it's like me. And now I'm starting to, I didn't mind getting senior discounts when they had to ask me. Now that they said, oh, you're a senior. It's like, do I? Oh, come on. Don't tell me I look it.
Well, you know what? McDonald's used to ask me when I was 40 if I was a senior to get my coffee. And I said, well, if they're going to ask me, I'm saying yes. And I would.
Yeah. All right. So how long are you going to keep this going? As long as you can, or what? Or do you have like a cutoff date when you turn 100?
I'd like to keep it going. We got a great grandson now. He's 10 months old, and kind of like to stay around till he can really remember it,
Right. So do you think when you have to abandon the operation due to health or whatever, do you think how many kids do you have?
Definitely not. There isn't one of them.
No.
We've got 4 adults and then the grandchildren, but no, they definitely
say that's just too much work out of their time.
Yeah. No, that's true. Well, if Kevin is still up and around, my brother, well, you know where to sell it to.
Well, we got enough lights to do now display 2 times. Extra lights that we have.
Ones, yeah.
All new ones.
We buy ahead.
Every time Walmart's got a sale, we buy them.
Well, that's right. How long do lights last? When you're
I got some that been out there for 3 years. But then there's some, you turn them on, they're brand new out of the box, and only half of them work.
Right.
So
you can't get a bulk discount?
Oh gosh.
But I did find out something though, Scott. When you hook more than 3 sets together, you blow that little fuse.
Oh.
And I hooked 2 together, then offset it with extension cord. And now I don't have to go out there and change that little fuse.
Well, tell me, what about have you ever had like a windstorm that wreaked havoc or anything, or has it been all uneventful?
Yeah,
the wind has really ruined our blow-ups.
The blow-ups. I used to have 37 or 40 of them. I'm down to 10 now. And I'm not replacing anymore because they're a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida.
And and I don't know. They're probably some of my least favorite deck. Well, I think if you do them right, they're okay. But you're right. They seem to pop and stuff, or their motors stop working. And
the motors.
Well, the motors at $40. I found out on YouTube. Take a hair dryer and stick it up there, and that works just as well. And you get them at Amazon for $9.99.
Really, that's a good. All right, well, we've got to pretty much wrap it up. So is your display operational now, or?
Oh, yeah, we turned it on November 12th, right after Veterans Day.
Right.
So we've been going on for a couple of weeks now.
So have you had, so right now, you know, people might be starting to think about Christmas, but so have you had any, have you had a lot of visitors so far?
Yes.
A few,
Yeah.
yes. No,
Yeah.
it will get busier, but every night there's somebody out there.
After
You-
Thanksgiving, it starts getting more, you know.
And I think a good snowstorm, you know, another good snowstorm, once you get into December and once people get amped up for Christmas, I think you'll start seeing
Yeah.
more people. All right. Well, do you have any final words?
No, just, you know, not really.
Right.
Just enjoy the holidays coming up.
Right. And
You know?
I'm gonna end it then by challenging your children to take over the operation when mom and dad can't. And what's that?
You do that.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
of them in Florida, so he won't come back.
yeah. Well,
One's
he
in
could,
Compton, New Hampshire. I
yeah,
don't think that's going to happen.
yeah,
So the only ones we got left is the two girls.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on, but not only that, thank you for putting on such a great display for the community. It
Yes.
makes up for people like me who don't decorate. All right.
And
Well,
you were saying at the beginning of the show that you were eating what?
frozen grapes.
Frozen grapes.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing Nen's taught me about frozen grapes. Oh, they're wonderful. On the other hand, off the topic though, if I was going to marry into a culture, I married into the wrong one because they love their fish and they eat every part of an animal.
Yes.
So I can eat fish as long as it's very seasoned, but I will never go out to a restaurant and order fish. And the best way when I'm in the Philippines, it's best that I just not ask what I'm eating and just eat.
I was told that when I went to Hong Kong on my R&R.
Yeah.
I asked the waitress, what is that on the menu? And my friend I was with, he said, don't ask.
Yeah.
He said, you won't eat it.
Yeah, just don't ask, eat it. And hey, thank you again. It was great having you on too, Yvonne, because as I said, Gene's been on a number of times on various topics, and I'm sure he and maybe you will be back on again.
Yeah.
Never know.
Well, thank you, Scott.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
And have a good day.
Yeah,
And thank you, Todd.
And thank you to the viewers for tuning in to another segment of the Northeast Kingdom Voice.